In the history of rock and roll, there are artists who follow the trend, but only a few who changed it forever. Soda Stereo belongs unmistakably to the latter. Rock and roll is a global story, but its chapters are incomplete when they overlook the influence of acts who expanded the genre beyond English language borders. Soda Stereo is at the top of that list. When the band released their debut album in 1984, few could have predicted that three young musicians from Buenos Aires, Gustavo Cerati, born 1959, died 2014, Zeta Bosio, and Charlie Alberti, would change the sound, ambition, and global reach of rock music. More than 40 years later, their songs remain woven into the cultural fabric of millions of listeners, not only in Latin America, but thanks to platforms and Latino diaspora around the world. Soda Stereo did more than achieve success. They created possibility. At a time when rock's narrative was confined to English-speaking acts, they proved that Spanish-language rock could be innovative, sophisticated, massive, commercially successful, and artistically fearless. In doing so, they helped ignite an entire movement, inspiring generations of artists and audiences while redefining what rock and roll could be on a global scale. Their body of work reflects constant evolution and creative risk. From the early new wave urgency of Nada Personal and Signos, to the raw power of Canción Animal, the bold experimentation of Dynamo, and the sophistication of Sueño Stereo. These albums are not only classics, they are landmarks of musical excellence, innovation, and influence. On stage, Soda Stereo set new standards for live performance in Latin America, delivering shows whose scale and artistry rivaled the world's greatest rock acts. Soda Stereo is more than the first Spanish-language rock band to successfully tour internationally. They are the first ever rock concert experienced by millions of Latin Americans. Few bands have left a legacy as deep and enduring. Soda Stereo's music continues to be discovered, reinterpreted, and celebrated by new generations, a testament to its timeless power and relevance. Their influence is not confined to a genre or a region. It lives wherever rock is understood as a force for expression, connection, and transformation. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame exists to honor artists who shaped the course of music history. Soda Stereo did exactly that. Their music is the life soundtrack of millions of fans across multiple countries and generations. Soda Stereo's music didn't just soundtrack an era, it created one. Their induction would acknowledge not only a legendary band, but a defining chapter in the global story of rock and roll. Soda Stereo deserves the fair chance they didn't receive outside Latin America due to the international social-cultural limitations of their heyday, and the U.S. music industry standards of rejecting mass media exposure to most, if not all, Latin American acts in the 1980s and 1990s. Soda Stereo's time-tested legacy and positive influence over many musical acts deserves a fair chance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. A truly real chance, where the nominating and voting committees do their job and take the time to listen to Soda's music, watch their live shows in YouTube, and pay attention to the fans online asking the Rock Hall to finally recognize the most influential Spanish-language rock band. Borders may divide countries, but rock and roll recognizes no borders, only a shared attitude of sound, rebellion, and soul. If the music is great, it doesn't matter what language it's sung in.